are there for you to win, including travel allowance and accommodation. To participate in the weekly Friday draw on GRTS TV and get the chance to win, simply type your AfriCell number and send it by SMS to 1010 or call 1010 from your AfriCell line. And for every SMS or call you make to 1010, you will get 2 AfriCell minutes for free. But that's not all. This Hajj season, you can give the chance to any other AfriCell subscriber to win a free Hajj package to Mecca. Type the AfriCell number of the person you want to be part of the Hajj draw and send it by SMS to 1010. May all your prayers be answered.
Yamoussoukro, the political and administrative capital city of Côte d'Ivoire, hosted the 41st Ordinary Summit of ECOWAS Heads of State and Governments on the 29th of June 2012. For this city, famously built by one of the most revered political leaders in West Africa, Félix Houphouët-Boigny, the first president of Côte d'Ivoire, it was a historic occasion. The Houphouët-Boigny Foundation Center for Peace, one of the many architectural marvels of Yamoussoukro, was the venue of the gathering of West Africa's political leaders. Chairman of the ECOWAS Commission, President Alassane Ouattara led the leaders of the 15 ECOWAS member states that included President Thomas Boniaye of Benin, who is also chairman of the African Union. President Blaise Compaoré of Burkina Faso was appointed by the leaders as leader of mediation team in the Mali crisis. President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf of Liberia, President Mahamadou Issoufou of Niger, President Macky Sall of Senegal, President Ernest Bai Koroma of Sierra Leone, President Faure Ezosima Gnassingbé of Togo, as well as interim President Manuel Serifo Hamajo of Guinea-Bissau, and Prime Minister Cheikh Modibo Diarra of the Transitional Government of Mali. Other member states were represented. The leaders were welcomed to the opening of the summit by the Yamoussoukro community, who came to witness the making of history. The Félix Houphouët Foundation Center was established by late President Félix Houphouët-Boigny to contribute to the international quest to research, promote, maintain and safeguard peace in Africa and in the world. Coincidentally, the West African leaders came to the Yamoussoukro summit to discuss issues related to peace and security in the region, especially the situation in Mali and Guinea-Bissau.
Nous sommes restés mobilisés pour rétablir la paix.
Côte d'Ivoire President and ECOWAS Chairman Alassane Ouattara, in his opening speech, acknowledged the late President Félix Houphouët-Boigny for his contributions to the quest for peace in the region. The Ivorian president expressed appreciation to his fellow heads of state and governments for supporting his efforts as chairman to ensure peace and stability in the region. He thanked them for attending the meeting, noting that it reflects their unity in addressing the challenges with governance in Mali and Guinea-Bissau. President Ouattara urged the leaders to continue to work on the restoration of constitutional order in these countries and thanked the United Nations for their support in this regard.
Grâce à votre soutien et à celui de la communauté internationale, notre communauté a pris des décisions concrètes et courageuses en vue d'un règlement approprié de ces deux crises.
Thanks to your support and that of the international community, our community took concrete decisions to help settle appropriately these two crises. The ECOWAS member states have been devoted to the situation in Mali and Guinea-Bissau, holding 5 extraordinary sessions of the Authority of Head of State and Government, 2 sessions of Mediation and Security Council with mediation missions on ground, several emergency meetings of the Committee of Defense Staff of ECOWAS to discuss the standby force, 2 international meetings to support the efforts of ECOWAS, namely the inaugural meeting of the support and follow-up group on the situation in Mali, held on June 7, 2012 in Abidjan, and the 9th meeting of the International Contact Group on Guinea-Bissau, held on the same day in Abidjan. Thanks to our firm stand, combined with the readiness to dialogue, we were able to restore constitutional order in those 2 countries. In accordance with our detailed roadmaps, we started a 12-month transition period leading to organization of transparent and inclusive presidential elections.
Dans ces 2 pays et entreprendre conformément à des feuilles de route précises des processus de transition politique de 12 mois, au terme desquels des élections présidentielles transparentes et inclusive devrait être organisée.
The ECOWAS chairman said the region's defense chiefs have been planning towards the deployment of an ECOWAS force in Mali should the need arise, and recognize the efforts of President Blaise Compaoré of Burkina Faso in leading mediation efforts in Mali. He also paid tribute to Guinea's President Alpha Condé and Nigeria's President Goodluck Jonathan for their efforts in trying to restore constitutional rule in Guinea-Bissau. President Alassane Ouattara also implored the heads of state and governments to consider the recommendations of the ministerial meetings for a reform of the ECOWAS Commission, especially in capacity building.
Sur l'état du processus d'intégration régionale, il faudra aussi faire le point des décisions prises lors de notre dernier sommet. En effet, nous avons pris l'engagement d'approfondir
Concerning the state of the regional integration, we will also need to address the decision we took during our last summit. We had undertaken to deepen the integration process in the field of macroeconomic convergence, interconnectivity, agriculture, food security and infrastructure, the regulatory framework for the aviation industry, energy and socio-economic programs. We had decided to transfer the surplus funds from the community levy held by the Commission at ECOWAS Bank for investment and development so that the bank can grant loans to the member states to support their efforts in implementing the regional interconnection infrastructure. As to the economic partnership agreement between West Africa and the European Union, one of our priorities is for the states to continue on the path of economic growth so as to be able to profit from the different partnership agreements we have with our different development partners. Our peoples expect us to take action and implement our major development plans.
Il faudra donc nous pencher sur l'état d'exécution de l'ensemble de ces points, évaluer les avancées obtenues et prendre des options décisives qui nous permettent d'envisager avec sérénité la réalisation des programmes communautaires de développement.
Et de la disposition des membres de la
4 months after he assumed duty, ECOWAS Commission President Ambassador Kadri Desiré Ouedraogo was officially sworn in during the summit by President of the ECOWAS Court of Justice, Justice Awa Nana Daboya.
des nobles idéaux des pères fondateurs.
Moi, Kadri Desiré Ouedraogo, je jure de servir loyalement et fidèlement la communauté économique des États de l'Afrique de l'Ouest en ma qualité de président de la commission de la CEDEAO
This is in conformity with provisions of the revised ECOWAS Treaty, which stipulates that the President of the ECOWAS Commission must be sworn in before the authority of heads of state and government meeting in